Alright, so here's the deal with this recent knife purchase I just did. I wanted a knife for EDC, guys, and this is kind of the requirements that I wanted to get in a knife. I wanted something that was out of the way, something that could be forgotten until you needed it. Basically, like you don't even really realize it's there once you carry it, until you do need it, and then you can use it. I wanted something lightweight, something that had a decent blade size, and something that felt good in the hand, something to hold on to and give you a good grip whenever you use it. And this right here is the knife that I came up with in this package. And I'm going to show you what that is right now. Had one of these before, but I haven't had it for a long time. And I'm really happy to have another one. So it is Spyderco. You see this typical Spyderco box there. And here we go. Let's see. What did H4T get that's going to be a great EDC knife out of the way until you need it? Forget about it until there's a reason that you need to get it out. And this is it, guys. Nothing special, nothing fancy. This is the Spyderco Delica. The Delica 4. FFG. And I got to tell you guys, I am a huge fan of this knife. Now, it is true I have not had one in a long time. I did have these in the past. I gave them away or had contests and things and just got rid of them, but I'm not planning on doing that this time. This thing just looks amazing. As you can see there, it's got the full flat grind bevel all the way down. I'm not a fan of the saber grind on these. So this is, you know, something that I really like about this knife is that full flat grind. It's got a nice belly, very acute tip. Now this is like a knife that will be used for everyday uses. Okay, this isn't something I need for self-defense. Could it be a self-defense knife? Yeah, of course it could be. You'd be amazed at, you know, what the guys do in prisons, and they slash guys to ribbons. So you can imagine what this knife could do if you really needed it to do in a self-defense situation. Not the best for a self-defense knife that you could carry, if that's what you were carrying it for, but I believe that it could work for you in that role if it had to, life or death situation. But anyway, for me, this is just a tool. It's something to carry, to open things with, just to use whenever I need it, to cut whatever I need on a daily basis. That's all it's for. So it has the spider hole here, as you know that they all have, most all their knives have. And I'm a big fan of the spider hole, and the big reason is because I'm going to carry this in my back pocket. In my back right pocket, furthest to the right as I can go. Okay, so it's going to be like, you know, if this were my legs, it's going to be back over here to the right as far as it'll go in that back right pocket. And I will switch the clip so that it's in the pocket like this. And then whenever I pull this knife out, you always only need one hand to open it. And I just love it. There's really not another knife on the market, no matter how good the thumb stud design is or how the placement of the thumb stud is, that does like this does for me when you just get a bite in that hole. There's just something about that when you get a bite in there. It's a non-slip. Some thumb studs, you know, they put a lot of pressure on your finger, and with constant use, sometimes you'll get a callus or whatever. Some people complain about it making their thumb feel funny, but with the spider hole like this, it always works, and it really gives you a good purchase with the meat of the thumb coming through there like that and opening it. Lockback design, very sturdy. This has been a tried and true design for years. It's been around. It has the I believe it's called the volcano grip here. It gives you a lot of traction, but this will not tear up clothes, uniform clothes, or things like that. That's different than jeans if you wear this. This is not a handle material. Now, I love G10, but G10 does have a tendency to be rough on clothing. We all know that. G10 is one of my favorite handle scales there is. But this is very, very easy on any kind of clothing or uniform clothing that you would wear. So there's not going to be any issue there. The jimping back here is very functional. It's very functional jimping. You can really get a bite into it, and it is useful. It's not just decorative, so that is something that's really nice. And like I said, definitely with the full flat grind ground blade. I don't like the saber grind. Let's check the... Okay, so side to side is perfect. Up and down is... I feel nothing anyway. Okay, no movement, and that's really good. That's really great. Now, the pocket clip to me looks better than the other ones I had from long ago. This pocket clip looks more like a DLC coating than it does the cheaper looking, like, shiny black. That some of you will know what I'm talking about. Like Cold Steel used to coat their knife blades, the black blades, and to me it was a real cheesy looking shiny black finish, and that's what the pocket clips used to be on here. But this has a dull matte look to it, and I really like this clip better. I didn't know that it changed like that. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but it looks to me like whatever they're using on this is different. This looks more like a DLC. I'm sure it's probably not a DLC because this is a cheaper knife. Well, it's not cheap. It's, you're going to pay $50+ for this knife. But what I'm trying to say is it's not the high-end Spyderco's. But this really has the appearance of the DLC coating on it, and not that shiny, glossy, real cheap-looking, easy-to-flake paint. So we'll see how that holds up, with a lot of use. But man, I'm just loving this thing, guys. I really do. Let's check it for sharpness. Just kind of... I should have brought something out here to test it. I can tell just by kind of running my thumb across it lightly like this, it's catching my skin, so to speak, if you know what I mean, if you're a knife guy. And, yeah, it feels very good, very sharp. So, yeah, guys, there it is. Let me show you the box. So if you would like to see exactly what I ordered and you want one, here it is. It's a Delica 4 flat ground black handle scales. One of the most popular ones you'll find. I just got mine on eBay, just a random seller. I looked for one that was close to the house. A lot of these had roughly the same price. So what I did was I looked for a shipper that had a lot of good feedback and that was also closer to where I live so I could get it faster. This is great, guys. It took just a few days to get here. It was shipped right away. The seller had a ton of good feedback. Just all... I think it was like 98, 99% positive feedback, and it was thousands of transactions. But Seki City, Japan, I like it, guys. I'm telling you, you get a good grip, you get a good hold on this knife. I'm a big guy, and you can see that I'll hold this knife no problem. But yet, when it's in my back pocket, this thing just weighs nothing. It really doesn't have a feel of any kind of real heft to it. It feels like a good quality knife, but there's just not any extra weight there with, like titanium materials or anything like that. So this will be in the back right pocket. Yeah, it'll basically, and I'm sorry, I must have made a mistake. I won't be changing the clip. The clip will stay like it is. And as I pull the knife out like this, my thumb will be right there. And I can open this easily one-handed. Like I said, if you want a foolproof one-handed opening knife, always go with the Spyderhole and the Spyderco knives. That normally, for most everybody, will always give you the correct one-handed fast opening without, And it comes in handy a lot, too, to be able to, while you're pulling this out, already have it open. And I just can't do that with all the thumb stud knives out there. All right, guys, so there it is. Delica 4, full flat grind. Loving it, and this will be going into the EDC as of right now. All right, guys. Hey, thanks for watching. Have a great, great New Year. Be safe, and I'm out.